Financial advisors and 3-year-olds are both experts on the subject of compound interest. Your financial advisor will tell you that if you take a small amount of money and you set it aside and you leave it without touching it for years on end, that eventually it will gain interest upon interest upon interest and it will become a big sum of money. A 3-year-old will demonstrate that if you really want something and you just stay at your parents without relenting, that eventually they will take some interest in what you have to say and you will get what you want. Well, maybe. There's always the chance that things will blow up and you'll end up in your crib insisting that you don't need a nap, but there's always the chance that you'll get another bowl of goldfish and you'll get to sit in front of the TV with it. That kind of unrelenting and focused communication, just like a 3-year-old. Where are the goldfish? Can I have some goldfish? Are there goldfish? Can I have a bowl of goldfish? What about goldfish? Eventually, the audience will start to pay attention to what you're saying and might even begin to take an interest in the subject matter. If you keep after your parents for that bowl of goldfish, eventually they may well give in. That's a lesson that we can take away in communication. We have to have some of the social constraints in place. We can't quite be as absolutely cutthroat as a 3-year-old in search of a salty snack. But what we can do is be singularly focused and be unrelenting and just be persistent with that audience. It doesn't mean you have to stand there in front of them repeating the same thing over and over again. But what we can do is keep revisiting and revising and going back again and again and offering the audience the same thing or the same thing in a different way until they start to pay attention. That attention is the beginning of creating interest. And once we create even the smallest amount of interest, then that audience can be moved to a position of greater interest and perhaps even active participation in the dialogue. And that is how communication comes to be most effective. So, if you're looking to build your bank account, talk to your financial advisor about the miracle of compound interest. But if you're looking for goldfish, or just 10 more minutes, or another episode of Blue's Clues, pay attention to how a 3-year-old communicates, because they are masters of compounding interest. Remember, communication is how we manage change. We really need things to change, so get communicating. Come back and see us again next time, and until then, we hope that you will be good enough to drop us a note with questions or comments or to check out one of our free courses, info@bettercoms.com. And until next time, be well.